Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner, and today I'm coming to you with My Time at Portia, which some people call Portia, but I think it's Portia. Well, they say Portia in the game, so I'm going to say Portia. But anyway, yeah, this game it's unlike a game I would normally play. I mean, it's definitely a crafting game, which I would play, and you have to just basically get materials and craft, which I love. But it has romance in it. I don't usually play games with romance in it, and it was a little annoying, but whatever. It was actually a really good game. And you don't have to do all the romantic situations. There are only a few that you need, and I will explain exactly what you need in order to get the achievements. Boo, I'm ruining the game by not doing the romance part for fun. That's okay. That's how I play. Anyway, so this game has 30 achievements for 1,000 gamer score, and I give it 2 out of 10 difficulty because, honestly, there are a couple bosses that are really hard because you basically can't go and get materials to not die, and then you can kind of get stuck. Other than that, it's easy. Completion time 75 to 100 hours. Oh dear, yeah, it took a long time this game because it takes a long time to craft and play through number 1, all achievements. But I still didn't think I was gonna play it for that long, but it ended up being a fantastic game. Category number 1, story achievements. 11 achievements for 460 gamer score. And basically throughout, you are a builder and you're competing against other builders, like with the time limit. So every single day in the game, like not in real life, of course. Every day in the game, you get new commissions. And you have to compete against other people. And if you miss a commission, then it's going to bring your score down. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So yeah, but if you're just playing through the story and as you're building things for people, the story will kind of just continue without you realizing it. And it'll be like, hey, I need this. And then you do it and it's like the next part of the story will happen. So yeah, that's what all this is. And My Time in Portia is the end. And the last boss was really challenging because I kept running out of energy. And once you start, you can't like stop. So I had to reload a save. Yeah, so just make sure you have plenty of energy, health, and strong weapons on the last boss. You'll know what the last boss is. Anyway, category number 2, miscellaneous achievements. 7 achievements for 165 gamer score. All right, so these are the things you're going to get just randomly doing stuff in this game. Number 1, Relic Explorer, 30 gamer score. Discover one mysterious room in the abandoned ruins. So you go ruined. I thought of it's Family Guy. Anyway, so you go into these like caves, the ruins, and in every single one of them, you just dig, with your pickaxe, and eventually you get this ability to see like these little dots that'll show where items are. And if you see a purple dot, then that is an abandoned ruin. And then when I first got into one, I was like, yo, this is so good. And then I had to go into like dozens more. I was like, oh, it's not a big deal. This is actually common. Okay, so yeah, you'll get it. Number 2, too tired. 50 gamer score, forced to sleep at 3 a.m. in the morning. So if you're still playing the game at 3 a.m. in the morning, at 2 a.m., your character is going to say, oh boy, I should really go to sleep. And at 3 a.m., your character passes out. And then you wake up in the morning. I think 7 o'clock the character woke up. But yeah, they will force you to go to sleep. Interesting. Sorry. Number 3, forever. 30 gamer score. Find a diamond. You might be saying, wow, that sounds really difficult. First of all, in the story itself, I remember towards the end getting a diamond or 2 for like one of the rewards. But let's say you want to do this early in the game. You can do what I did. Just go around to the cows and the sheep and pick up the poop. And inside of their poop, there may be a diamond. And it only took me a few days of playing, and not full days, but like as I played through a few days, I ended up finding a diamond. Yeah. How do you like that? Which I ended up not having to use. So yeah, I sold it. There you go. But yeah, but you do eventually get one in the story, unless I'm mistaken, but I remember seeing that. Number 4, unintended mistake. 15 gamer score. Give out a gift that the other person doesn't like. Actually, in this case, it was an intended mistake because I gave someone a poop. Like a pile of poop, and they were unhappy, and they got that achievement. Yeah. I didn't really feel like trying to figure out, well, because here's the thing, the characters in this game, you can give them gifts, you can have time, you spend time with them, you can go on dates, you can end up marrying them, you can divorce them, and so they have likes that they like, and they have dislikes that they like, and except for like 4 characters, everybody doesn't like the poop pile. So I just gave someone a poop pile and got the achievement. Yeah, so you could spend hundreds of hours in this game. Number 5, Say Cheese, 30 gamer score. The first photo taken was someone else. So at some point you learn how to take selfies. But I got this one. There was a group and I was doing an event with someone, with a whole bunch of people. And it says, all right, time to take a picture. And so we took the picture and I got that achievement. Yeah, so you get it as part of kind of doing the events and story. But eventually you get a camera, you can do it yourself if you want. All right, number 6, a true hot pot. 30 gamer score. Keep the spiciness of the hot pot above 85 for 10 seconds during the winter solstice festival. So there are different seasonal events. In the winter solstice festival, they go and they create this huge pot that you can eat. It's like a soup. And yeah, it has to stay above 85%, 85 spiciness. So once it got to 85, I went and bought from the farm. I bought a whole bunch of hot peppers, red hot peppers. And I think I had like 30, And every time it would go to 85, I just put a hot pepper in, it went up. And then as it got close to 85, I put a hot pepper in. I think I used between 20 and 30 hot peppers. So as long as you have that many during this event, then you can get it. Now, here's the thing. If you don't do it right, you could always reopen the saves. Every single time you go to sleep, that is when it saves. So you need to make sure that you are also doing things and then going to sleep to save. There were a few saves you could load, though. I feel like it was between 3 and 5 of the previous saves you can load. So let's say you miss it on that one. You're like, oh, I need to go back a couple saves. You can. All right. So maybe save. Well, make sure you save for this, which, you probably will. And then, yeah, if you mess it up, do that. But the red hot chili pepper should be good. And then 7, bad cook. 15 gamer score. Fail at cooking 1 time. So for this one, you need the cooking set, which, by the way, you can get blueprints naturally throughout the game, or you can get them from Petra. I think that's how to say her name, but yeah, but you give her discs, kind of like CDs, if you know what CDs are. Kind of like they're called data discs. You find them when you're digging, and you give them to her. She can find blueprints for you, which I'll talk about later. But yeah, so you make this cooking set, and you have to have the ingredients in your main item bar, and then you just go up to it and add it. Yeah, I was really confused how to use it at first, but that's how you use it. And you just have to put the wrong ingredients in, and you will fail. Yeah, there you go. That's how you do this one. Yeah, and I'm really not a good gamer at these games because I only cook when I have to, like for the achievements. And I think I only planted like seeds once because I don't like to farm. Yeah. Oh, I only fished a couple times. I don't like to fish. So what do you like? I like to craft and get resources. That's basically all I like to do. Yeah, I know. It's silly. So category 3, social achievements. 7 achievements for 225 gamer score. This is the part that I was like, all right, fine. But it was not bad at all. So there are only 3 relationships you need in order to get all these achievements that you see here. 7 achievements. First one is cat lover, 15 gamer score, adopt Pinky. So there's this cat that's like roaming around town, this pink cat, and its name is Pinky, obviously, and it's always there. So you from the start, just go fish. Once you it's easy to get a fishing rod eventually, and to get fish, it's easy. And the cat loves most of the fish. I forget which ones exactly, but just catch some fish, and every single day, say hi to it and give it a fish. That's it. And the next day, say hi to it and give it a fish. And eventually, you will adopt Pinky and you'll get that. Yeah, I just kept doing it every day. I didn't really... It was just part of my routine. Go do that, go do this, and then do whatever missions. Yeah. All right, so now the next part, also all 5 of these are for Gust. His name is Gust. Yes, Gust. Just like the gust of the wind. Yes. All right, so what you need to do with this guy. First of all... he is the mayor's son. So yeah, I mean, the mayor's happy when you have a relationship with him. But 2, Birdie, 90 gamer score. Play the seesaw and get your playmate to catch a bird. So when you start a play date, eventually when you start to become friends with this character by giving them presents, which by the way, I every single day bought roses from, I forget the lady's name, but I bought roses. And then every day I gave him a rose, or a bouquet of roses. And he's like, "Oh, you really thought this through?" And I didn't actually. I just bought a whole bunch of roses and give them to you every single day. It's like, yeah. So anyway, but he likes that, and I talk to him. Sometimes I would take a picture with him. Sometimes I would spar him. So yeah, but anyway, as you become friends, you can then go on dates. And when you set up a date, you can set up a date in the main area and play that on the seesaw. Isn't that cute? Now, he might say, "Hey, too high," and then you just make sure you always make him go as high as possible on the seesaw, and eventually he will fly up in the air and catch a bird. Now, you can do this with any character. You don't need to do it with Gust, but since I was trying to date Gust, that ended up being the character who I did that with. Yeah. Speaking of dates, no-show is where you set up a date and you just don't go. Now, because you would lose reputation and lose, like romance reputation, I restarted the checkpoint after I missed my date. I didn't want to, it was already taking long enough to marry this dude. So anyway, yeah, so that's what happened. And so really, the next 3, you just have to keep doing missions, specific missions. In fact, I think I'm going to put up a video, and it's a video of someone going through all of the Gust missions in order to get him to basically propose to you. Yeah, he proposes to you. Oh, isn't that cute? Anyway, but you have to do certain missions, and usually they come up, but you have to make sure you don't miss them. So it's not really missable because you will get them. You can't miss it. But anyway, the point is you need to do these missions, give him flowers every day, keep making him closer and closer to wanting to marry you. You'll see, it goes really slowly, to be honest. But once he proposes, finally, you accept his proposal. Then the next day you get married, and then there is this wandering trader, this mysterious dude, and he has a broken mirror, and you have to buy one of those broken mirrors for a lot of money. And then you give him that broken mirror, Gust, and you get divorced. There you go. All those achievements. I felt so guilty after giving that broken mirror because he kind of just forgot me and was just walking around town. He wasn't even upset. I was upset. Anyway. So now the same thing with number 7, dream come true. Complete Phyllis's dream. So Phyllis's dream, well, I won't tell you what her dream is, but you have to do something for her by the end, and then her dream will come true. And then at that point, you can then get married. All right. So you need to give her roses every day. Now they do have specific gifts that they prefer. Like Gust likes umbrellas and stuff. I don't know. He asks for an umbrella every other day. I don't know what he's doing with all these umbrellas, but whatever. So Phyllis, she likes medical supplies. She works in the medical center, and so yeah, you have to become her friend. Then you have to end up making her fall in love with you, and then eventually, after a lot of missions, you will complete her dream. And then once you do that, complete her dream, you get that achievement, and that's it. You don't have to be, oh, I felt bad for her too, because after that we got married, and then I just ignored her for the rest of the game, and she was like, "Hey, can we hang out? Can we go on a date?" And I just ignored her. I know it's a video game, but I felt so horrible. Oh my god, this is why I can't play romance games. All right. Anyway, category 4, workshop achievements. 5 achievements for 150 gamer score. So these are all achievements that you can get for your workshop or from your workshop. So number 1, city transporter, 30 gamer score. Complete all 5 DD transport commissions. So this one is highly missable. All the other ones are pretty much not missable. This is the missable one. So you have a whole bunch of missions, and one of them is to make the bridge to go across to the first island. One of them, there's a whole bunch of missions, all right? Before I made the first bridge to go to the first island, not the desert bridge, you'll see what it is, the first bridge, I did this mission. So what I did was I tried to get all the materials for this DD transport thing. In fact, I don't know if I'll put up a guide. If I put up a guide, it'll be right now. But I had to get all the materials for this. You basically have recipes and different different blueprints. You have blueprints in your crafting thing, and it'll show you how to make them. So I had got all 5 of the materials for all these ready, and then I made them. And so what you can do is you can make them and just hold on to them. So the key is you have to give all 5 of them when they're asked for that morning. But if the other guy, this other dude, he's really rude. If he takes your commission, then you won't get this achievement. It's very easy to miss this. So the key is you need to make all 5 of them and then start to do the actual missions. The bridge. I think you had to do the rat cave before this happens. So do all the missions, and eventually they'll say, hey, we need DD transports. Okay, so now the missions are going to be available. Now, if you can time it, so you're going to know when they are, because the one guy is going to come and say, hey, by the way, the missions, the commissions are going to go up. Make sure you get them. All right, now, the day that it comes up, some people say you should get them on the weekends, so that Higgins, that's the guy who takes all the commissions. But there are no commissions on Saturday and Sunday, so I'm confused why people say that, because that would make sense because he doesn't pick any up, but there are none. So what I tried to do was I tried to just get there first, and he ended up always taking one of the commissions from me, because what happens is you could take a commission at one at a time, give it to the guy in the middle, go get another, give it to the guy in the middle, go get another, so you're holding all these DD transports in your pocket. I don't know how you do that. But by the time that's done, one of them's always gone. So I figured out a trick. You can just walk in front of Higgins. It's probably on the video. You could step in front of him and be like, hey, you can't walk by me. And he's like, move. Like, come on. But, oh, by the way, this whole area where the commissions are opens at 8 o'clock a.m., all right? As long as you do that, walk in front of Higgins until 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, he'll walk away. Like, seriously, dude, you just missed out on the commission. Whatever. This is also how I did the other achievements in this category. But I made him walk away. Yeah, so then I went in and got the commissions one by one, gave them all, and I got that achievement. Yeah, that's how you do that. So getting all of the materials is the harder part. It did take a while. Well, actually, this whole game takes a while because of the materials, but that is how you do it. Or I'll put up like I said, I might have put up a guide, but you might not need one. Number 2, Premier Workshop, 30 gamer score. Be ranked number 1 in a seasonal workshop ranking. So this one I only got twice. The first time I made sure to get in Higgins' way because he always has so much. He's always ranked so high. So finally, I was able to get to number 1 just by doing commissions every day, not missing it, trying to do extra missions for people, trying to find materials and bring them to the museum. Yeah, eventually I did get number 1, and I was happy about that. And then later on, I stopped messing with Higgins, and I ended up getting top again. So yeah. It wasn't super hard, but Higgins really does a lot of commissions. Number 3, well-rounded workshop. Gather 50 assembly diagrams. I can't read that word. And so the way you do this is through the story. Just playing through the story, people give it to you. They want things. They're like, here's a diagram. Or bringing those discs to Petra in the research lab, which I told you before. Yeah, just keep doing that. Eventually you'll get it. You could also buy diagrams from stores. I bought a couple from the stores. I probably shouldn't have because I really needed that money, which I'll explain. But anyway, number 4, popular. Wow. Apparently I'm in Wicked right now. All right, 30 gamer score. Workshop reputation reaches level S. You do not have to really try for this. Just keep doing missions. Just keep making stuff. Eventually you will get this. So what happens is people think that if each year goes over, as soon as a year is over, your like reputation points, they disappear. But they actually don't disappear. They do disappear on like the wall where you can see your score, but in reality those points are still counted. So yeah, so eventually you will get there. Just don't worry about it. You need actually 17,500 points in all to get that S rank. And I had the S rank and then I stopped doing commissions. Yeah. So like I forget how many I had the first year and the second year. Maybe 10,000 points the second year. I don't remember. But yeah, eventually you will get it. Just keep playing the game. And then 5. Oh dear. 5. Real Estate Tycoon. 30 gamer score. Expand the land area of the workshop to the maximum. This is so ridiculous. I feel like it's too much money. You actually need 565,000 goals. Oh, by the way, the money in this game is called goals. G-O-L-S. Not gold. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with that, but whatever. But you need to upgrade this thing, your land area, and keep buying the land around it. You have to get it to level 7. And like when you get to level 7, that's 250,000 goals. And let me tell you, getting money in this game is not easy. So now, there are different ways to do this. First of all, if you befriend Major Oh my gosh. If you befriend Mayor Gale, there you go. You will get a discount, a 25% off discount, which is fantastic. So instead of 250,000 for the highest one, it'll be 200,000. So that's a lot of money you could save by being Gale's friend. All right, and yeah, so just keep giving them roses too. Give everybody roses, even though you can only buy roses once a day, just so you know. All right, so like I would go pet the cat, buy roses. Next day, pet the cat, buy roses. Yeah, that was my routine. All right, so anyway, so for this, there are two options. You can keep playing over and over. Well, there are three options. You can keep playing over and over and over, keep doing commissions, and spend hundreds of hours and enjoy it, which most people will probably do because you probably want to date other people. The second way to do it is to get all your money, as much money as you can, buy something, and then, I mean, if you can get up to that 500 something thousand, I don't think this is going to be possible, but maybe spend the money and then redo a save. Yeah, basically getting that money's hard. Or you can do the glitch. And I do not like glitches, but I did this glitch because honestly, I finished this whole game and it was my last achievement and I needed to move on to other games. And I didn't have hundreds of hours or however long it's going to take. But I didn't have the time. So there is a glitch and I'm going to put up the video that I watched. And once I figured out how to do it, you have to press certain buttons at a certain time with different items. And then you could sell those items and multiply them. Yeah. So did I cheat on that one? Yeah, I did. But you know what? At that point, I wanted to make sure that I did not, you might be saying, oh, well, that's not fair. You know what? It's fine. For me, I wanted to do everything up until that point without any extra money glitches. Because if I could glitch for the money the whole game, I would have had so much. But I did not. So I did everything up until that point, and then I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I need to be done with this. And just grinding out the missions and the commissions was, no, I wasn't doing that. So, yeah, I'll put that up. So if you do want to do the glitch, otherwise you could just have fun with this game. It's a really awesome game. I'm really surprised I liked it because it's just not my type of thing. But, yeah, I might even play the sequel, my time at Sandrock. I think that's Sandrock. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it or if you're going to play it or whatever. And I'll see you next time in the Achievement Planner.